Today we're going to be talking about what you can do to land your first football scholarship. Now the first step to that process, you guys, is you need varsity film. So playing high school varsity football and then creating something called a highlight tape is what you are going to send out to different college coaches using social media. So a highlight tape should consist, it should be 1 to 3 minutes, shouldn't be any longer than that, because that's all a college coach is actually going to watch, you guys. He will know within the first 5 plays if you were a college level football player or not. So the first 5 plays on your highlight tape need to stand out. It needs to make you jump off the screen and be an explosive playmaker. And you need to figure out how you can get that highlight tape in front of different college coaches using social media. More specifically, X, formerly known as Twitter, and we're going to talk about some strategies now that you can use on Twitter next. Now, X is the best platform to be able to promote yourself to different college coaches, because that's where all college coaches are on. So you need to make an X account. So you should have generally like a professional looking username, first name, last name, maybe your graduating class. Then in your X bio, your profile picture should be you in some type of, I guess you could say, like football environment. The reason why all this stuff is important, you guys, is just simply because it's like a job interview. It's like your first impression means a lot, and when a college coach comes across your Twitter, you don't want it to come off as unprofessional or that you were some immature high school student. So it should be your profile picture, something in a football environment, and then your bio should be your position, graduating class, so let's say quarterback, class of 2027, the state that you're in, the school you attend, and then maybe some type of marketable attribute about yourself. So if you're like 6'5", 200 pounds, that's probably a marketable attribute about yourself. If you're short, maybe include that you're like, hey, first team all league, second team all league, etc. Now, obviously what you want to do is you want to get your highlight tape in front of different college coaches using a direct message or DM process. So you want to message these different college coaches and send them your film, ask them questions to try to get them to engage with you and build a relationship. Now, what's the hardest part about that is finding all of the different college coaches and figuring out their info. Like, where do you find college coaches? That is why we developed a website with a list of every single college coach across the country with their Twitter information that you could reach out to and contact. So we have it organized like Division I, Division II, Division III, and we have a list of a bunch of different college coaches that you guys can reach out to and contact. So if you guys want to get access to that information, check out that very first link in the description below, you guys, for our First Down Coaching website. It's the best place for athletes to be able to go to connect with college coaches, to reach out to college coaches, to aid you in the recruiting process. So again, very first link in that description below. Now, the next step to be able to land your first scholarship offer is you need to attend camps where those coaches that you have built relationships with on social media are in attendance. So honestly, I get a lot of messages from people like, hey coach, I've messaged college coaches, but they don't respond. And a lot of times players will send them this automated message. It's super long with their film attached. Like, guys, a college coach isn't going to read something like that. The best way to get a college coach to respond with you and interact with you is by asking them a question. Like, don't go for the sale right on the first message. Like, let's say you're a salesman. Like, you don't call somebody up and just go, hey, buy my product. What you do is you ask them a couple questions. You qualify them and be like, okay, yeah, you're looking for a quarter or whatever. But what I would recommend to get college coaches to, I guess, interact with you is ask them if they're having any college camps in the off season. Simple question. And let's say they respond and say, yeah, we're having a camp this date and that date. You need to go to those camps so you could build a relationship with that college coach, because the recruiting process is all about relationships. A lot of times relationships can be built on social media, but an in-person relationship that puts a face to the name is one of the best ways that you could set yourself up for a future scholarship opportunity. So go to camps where there are coaches that you have interacted with on social media. Now, the next step is going to be following up with those coaches that you have interacted with at those different college camps. So let's say you met like maybe 5 or 6 different college coaches in the summer at college camps. What you want to do is you want to message them right after the camp ends and thank them for their time at the camp. It was great meeting you. I hope we can stay in touch. That's all you have to do, because you are planting a seed. You are trying to build a relationship, which brings me to the next step, which is the season after. So like, let's say you're a sophomore. Let's say you have your sophomore highlight tape. You sent that out to college coaches. You're going to camps as a sophomore. Now, let's say your junior season is rolling around, right? What I would do is I would construct 2 things, a mid-season highlight tape and then ultimately a full season highlight tape. And you want to send it to the college coaches who you have built a relationship with. That's how the process goes, you guys. It's film, message, camps, follow up, film again. And that film again, your mid-season highlight tape after the first 5 games of your season, you should be sending that out to those college coaches so you could keep that relationship going. Maybe they wanted to see more film from you. Maybe they liked you at the camp, but you didn't have enough shown on film. So that's a major opportunity that those coaches can actually turn into a real scholarship opportunity for you.